Hola, bienvenidos a mi canal. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Calissa, and today we are going to be reviewing the new Fenty foundation on. We're going to be doing a obviously first impression try on test. I'm going to give you some information on this and a couple of products that she came out with. She also came out with a brush for this foundation. Didn't pick up the brush because there are way too many brushes in my collection already for foundation that I don't even use because I always use a beauty sponge. If you're interested, she did come out with a foundation brush, so that's always really good. But I'm very excited to try this bad boy out. I'm going to give you more information on it a couple seconds. But if you guys want to see this foundation routine, what I did to prep my skin, the products that I love from Fenty, and the foundation review application, then just keep watching. We'll have a tutorial on this eye look in another video, but today we are going to be reviewing and testing out the new Fenty foundation. I got it in the shade 240. This is supposed to be the new hydrating foundation. It's medium to full coverage for all skin tones. It's long wearing and it's light as air. So I'm very excited to try this out. It's supposed to be long wearing, it's supposed to be hydrating, and really light on the skin. So let's see if this is long wearing, hydrating, medium to full coverage, and feels light on the skin. And it does come with a pump. These are like my favorite kind of bottles. I love squeezy tube bottles, especially when you can see the color, and the pump on it is just fabulous. So I did squeeze out like 4 pumps. Usually I use like 3 or 4 pumps. Like, I'm dramatic, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I squirted it out. I haven't even prepped the skin yet. Okay, we need to get it together. Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream as my moisturizer. So for primer, I'm going to be using my favorite primer literally of all time. Way more than the Hydro Grip primer. This is the difference. This primer is amazing because this is the first primer that I actually notice a difference in my skin and the longevity of my makeup when I don't have this primer on. The Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Original Primer. I am obsessed with this primer. It is amazing. So Fenty Beauty did come out with 2 new primers. This is how much I take usually, by the way. She came out with 2 new primers, so in total she has 3 primers. So she came out with a hydrating one, and then she also came out with a mattifying one. I did feel the differences on my skin. I was very tempted to get the mattifying one, believe it or not, because my skin felt so soft and smooth. I have 2. First shade that I got was 290. This is dark. This is super dark on me. And then the other shade that I have is 260 in this formula. This formula just oxidizes, like, not really oxidize, it just dries down and it gets darker. And this foundation on my skin does not look good. So while these 2 swatches are drying out, I'm just going to start applying the hydrating foundation on my skin. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dot it first. My skin, it does have, it's not runny. It has a little bit of a thicker consistency. So it's different from her original foundation. Her original foundation was like very liquidy. This one is not. Oh my god, I love that smell so much. It's the same smell as she has in her powder. Okay, I'm already like obsessed and I haven't even blended it out yet. I'm just happy. Like, when stuff smells good, I'm like, yay! Fenty Beauty sponge. Love this sponge. I don't use it as often as I should, but I really love it. Guys, this is shade 240, and this is described as a warm golden shade. And actually, I feel like if anything, this foundation kind of came like at a bad time, kind of, because Pat McGrath's foundation came out. If you don't know, I did buy that foundation and I've been using it. Girl, that foundation is so good? Oh my gosh. This is a first impression. And my first impression is very impressionable. And I'm like real happy right now because my skin looks so good. It looks like slathered, coverage galore. Medium coverage wear. This shit is full coverage. But it still looks like my skin, just better. Color, I really like the color. I really do. I really do like it. Fenty, why you so good to me, girl? Like, I don't even get it. Okay, first impression, loving this foundation so far. But this one feels light as air, full coverage. That shit is buildable. Does feel extremely hydrating. So hydrating, check. Medium to full coverage, check. And light as air, check. Now all we have to test out. I am gonna do a wear test. Of course, I'm gonna do a wear test. Hello. And I'm actually probably gonna do like 3-day wear test too, because I know a lot of people like that one. Okay, and then I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty concealer. I just rather use like a full coverage concealer. I do not see this foundation creasing on my forehead, which is amazing. For setting powder, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty setting powder. I am obsessed with this setting powder. It's in the shade Butter. Alright, so I'm going to put some bronzer on, and the bronzer that I'm going to use is the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. Alright, so after I put that bronzer, I'm going to spray my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. So for some highlight, I'm going to mix 2 of them. I want a golden highlight, so I'm going to be using the MAC Oh Darling highlighter. Now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats highlight. Love how the foundation looks so far. Really nice. It did darken a little bit. I could see it here, but nothing that looks like too crazy or bad or anything. And I did notice up here it did separate a little bit. So we are going to do a wear test on this foundation. I am so excited. And yeah, if you guys want to see what my thoughts are and a check-in with the foundation, then hi guys, this is the first check-in. Loving how it's looking so far. Hasn't separated or done anything. Well, I did, I guess, scrape my this has never happened to me before. I guess it did come out. And a little bit here too. I don't like that. I guess like I rubbed my face against something, but usually I rub my face sometime, like most of the time, and that doesn't happen ever. Let's see how it looks. It's 2 o'clock right now. I had this foundation on since about 9 in the morning. I mean, it looks good aside than that, but I mean, naturally people sometimes rub their face and stuff, so if it comes off easy like that when you touch something, that's a problem. And I put a whole bunch of setting powder. Take a look at it up close, see what my thoughts are on it. I definitely think that it looks really nice and pretty on the skin. I just feel like you definitely have to set, because any little thing that you do, like if you touch it, it like goes away like quickly. Like look at that. Okay. If you're super oily, this foundation is not going to work for you. The foundation feels good. I only get oily literally right here. It held up really nicely on my oils. I just do feel like, and around my nose, you can kind of see. So what I'm going to actually do is I want to do more a mattifying primer tomorrow when I do use this foundation. I'm not going to do like a whole I'm not gonna try it on like in video and stuff. I'm just gonna show you the products that I used. And then I'm gonna do a second day wear test on this foundation because I do love how it looks, and everybody loved how my skin looked today. And it does look very smooth. I just don't like that if I like touch it or whatever, or if I kind of rub something by accident with my face, that it like literally comes off. Like, I don't really like that. And it actually looks very greasy and okay, holding the all right guys, don't mind my wonky eyelash. Look at that, wild. Okay, just don't even mind it. And my lip liner, let me just fix my lipstick real quick. So I've worn this foundation for 3 days. I've done a 3-day wear test on this foundation. I didn't show the second day because I wore my makeup honestly for like more than 12 hours, something crazy. And by the end of it, I just forgot. I was busy the whole day. I forgot honestly to film and check in. And at the night, it just looked really awful. But I mean, it doesn't have a claim to last like a crazy amount of hours. So I didn't film that for you, but I have it on right now and I'm, don't mind my wonky eyelash, obsessed with how this foundation looks. And my mom has been looking at my skin all day. She's like, what do you have on? And everyone's been like, you look fabulous. And I was just like, listen, I'm just going into Sephora. I want to use my little coupon. I ain't trying to get no compliments, but yeah, that's all I have to tell you guys. This foundation is an A+ for me. I honestly love it more than the Anastasia foundation. And then get ready for another review on Pat McGrath. I actually, I'm gonna order the powder for the VIB sale. And then I also got the primer. So I'm gonna do a full review on everything. The foundation of Pat McGrath is amazing too, like bomb. So my next video, I'm gonna do a review mostly on her powder and her primer, because her foundation I already know is like amazing. I've tried it for a whole week and I'm obsessed with it. But this Fenty foundation is so nice because it's very hydrating, but it makes my skin look super smooth, and it's pretty and it is pretty long wearing, which I am definitely okay with. I have more oilier skin. So what I'm gonna do is I actually ended up today buying the primer for Pat McGrath, but I also bought the primer, the matte primer, the True Matte primer from Fenty. It has True Matte. Let me open it. It feels so pretty on the skin, and my mom felt it on her skin. She was like, get it. And I was like, oh, you have to tell me twice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this with this foundation, and it should work like perfectly. So I'm very excited. I got this today too. And my mom was like, why are you getting so many primers? And I was like, listen, I just need a primer, okay? I just need them. They both do different things. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for being a little zork and looking a little fuzzy, like the camera quality, but I'm filming with my iPhone. Let me tell you about the Fenty primer. The True Matte primer, yo, if you are oily skin, get it. Fenty primers are so bomb. And I don't have the Fenty foundation on today. I actually have the ABH foundation on. And I didn't feel like the ABH foundation was very long lasting on my skin, right? So today I used the the True Matte new primer by Fenty. Breaking up where? Cause of it looks flawless. And that Fenty primer, yo, Fenty primers are so bomb. I don't care what anybody tells me. And I'm loving everything about this look, everything. Everything about today is just amazing. I mean, I have my Harry Potter shirt on. I have my Harry Potter earrings. It's Hedwig. I have my Harry Potter jewelry. I'm about to watch a movie. It's raining outside. I still have my Christmas tree up. Yes, don't judge me. And yeah, that's it. All right, so that is it. That is all I have for you guys today. Love the foundation, everything with it. I love everything about it. And that is all I have to tell you. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell in order to be notified of when I post new videos. And I hope my little Bembas have a blessed day.